Welcome everybody, we're back with another Trailmakers video. As you can see, I have a new skin, or character. This time I have a racer. And we already built a race car, I believe. So, this video, instead, I want to use two specific pieces, and the only rules for the build would be to have to use them. We have to use the go-kart seat and go-kart wheels and see if we can make a good looking creation. That's the only rule. The only rules we have. So let's start building the shell of the go-kart and see how it looks. And yes, if you're wondering why we're doing this, because we have nothing better to do. We're also gonna try and make it stay like a go-kart. Oh, I forgot to check the part size. Okay, there we go. For the bike build, we could have used that instead of the bike piece. Would have made it easier. But anyway. I have to think, is that a good idea or is it just gonna be... Okay, first we have to build a wider frame, considering it's a go-kart. So this build might be bigger than we expected. Stop trying. Every time I misclick, it's always the paint or the decals button. There. That's the frame. Doesn't matter because it's uneven. But it will still be good. We can just go into that. There we go. And on the sides, we can just do that. Mirror mode would have made this a lot easier, but anyway. Where are the steering hinges? We might have to use gyro turning instead. And I'll explain why in a second. But first we need to actually build the go-kart itself to see if it will work. There we go. Do-do. I like how we haven't built water vehicles yet, and we're just building more easier things for us. I've never seen go-karts have things like that. We'll cover it. Okay, there we go. And this is where we add a layer of complexity, technically. We don't need that. There we go. I'm just trying to think what's the best way to build this. What? If that works, that's amazing. Okay, that did work. Nice. I'll just Control C to fix that. Oh, come on, man. Why do you not understand where I want you to be copy pasted? There we go. There we go. As the giant falls and backwards. Whoa. We might have put too good of an engine, but it will all come down to how this looks at the end. Let's go for that signature look. Settings. Mirror mode to make this easier for us. And then continue. There we go. Is there anything else? There we go. Wouldn't that look better? And I'll show why in a second. Oh, I see. I forgot we still had mirror mode on. But at least we know. Okay. Okay. Now we remove that. This is meant to be this isn't meant to be like Mario Kart where it's the good looking vehicle. It's just supposed to work. Okay. I can tell all we need to do is to turn the gyro to 2.5 and that should be it. Now we can test it and maybe upgrade it. It's still very boxy, not gonna lie. But we do have these, so let's make it so it isn't boxy. Let's give it some style. Yeah, this video is a bit different in the gel maker sense of what we usually do. If we can get a weapon on it, that would be so funny. Is there do we still have flares? Okay, there we go. Can we get it on proper road is the question. Mario Kart but worse moment be like in, and probably the chat would say that as well, but hey, I'll have to wait and see. Okay, that's amazing. I want to see if there's any specific thing. We didn't do a specific thing like racing seat for racing thingy. We're gonna have to work on other vehicles soon. Just before this video ends, I do wanna see something. Yeah, why is that? And that's why we couldn't do it. You see, this 3 attachment points what makes it worse than here where we have 2, but that doesn't matter. Let me quickly get the go-kart back. How would it perform if the go-kart hovered? It would have the glide of a non-friction vehicle. Suspension to a vehicle that doesn't need suspension. Okay. Go-kart but has a gimmick. Oh, that's a shield. I thought that was that for a second. Okay, we can't add that on it. We already said no to them, but how would they perform in this instance? To be fair, I never use these, so we might as well. Okay, the most cursed go-kart. Yeah, this video was a bit of chaos, I'll admit. And there's a speed meter behind me, but you can't see it, so. One last test. Can it drive up this? Everyone knows whenever I build a car, we gotta try one thing with it. Or bike. I might have not done it with some of our vehicles, but definitely needs to be done. The flare creates a smoke cloud temporarily. What am I saying? Whee! Whoa. Oh well. Whee! Okay. Let me spawn us back. Okay. I say that was a good ending. See ya, everybody. Bye. But I misclicked it. Bye.